I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. People at home or in the crowd, it keeps coming up anyhow. Don't decoy, avoid, or make void the topic, cause that ain't gonna stop it. Now just talk about it. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make.
Okay, well, let me unblock everything. Let me go back. Let me put my banner up because I know how these idiots are. All right, now, give everybody a couple minutes. Let me know how my sound is. My mic was working. I'm hoping it still is. I don't want it to be too loud on everybody, though. Hey, Laugh. Hey, Queen Bella. Hey, Angel. Hey, AMAC. I'm quiet. You turn it up. What about? Sounds good? Okay. I don't want to get down. I am really befumbled about some things that happened this morning on these YouTube streets. What the hell is wrong with people? I just don't get it. Why do you set out to purposely try to hurt someone? That just makes no sense to me at all. None. You can have fun reviewing someone's words, their own actions. But this real life crap or trying to hurt someone's channel is just ridiculous. It's worse than junior high. Hey, big lips and back lips. Taz, how are you? It's insane. So, let's do some chit chat because that's what, hey, Muffin Mouse, that is what YouTube wants us to do before we get into anything. So, we'll oblige YouTube because Lord knows they've been doing their thing. Like Friday, I'm like, okay, won't do that again. So how's everybody's Tuesday going? Is it going to be a Taco Tuesday or nah? I can't do the Taco Tuesday because the kids wanted Taco Sunday, so they had their Taco Sunday. My kids are going to eat tacos every day. My little one, he eats a salad just about every day. That kid, I have never seen a kid that loves salad so much. Is now a great idea. So, a couple things happened this morning that I didn't happen to me, but it happened to people that I really like and to someone I really care about and someone I've been following for a long time and didn't deserve it. And I'm kind of pissed about it. But, I'll be calm and just have an opinion. Hey, beer can. Hey, sinner. Hey, blank slate. Betty. Girl. Hey, TT. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you're losing your ever-loving mind, if you even had one to lose. You think it's okay to try to dox somebody's name? You really think that's freaking okay? If somebody wants their name out, they will put it out. If someone comes on here and doesn't care to show their face and doesn't care to use their legal name, they don't have to. That's part of YouTube. Yeah, no doxing. None on this channel. I don't do that crap. I don't want no parts of it. I don't care what somebody looks like. That has no bearing on me listening to them or not. If I want to listen, I'll listen. If I don't, I don't. But honestly, I don't care what your real name is. That's your business. I chose to show my face. I haven't done it for a couple months because I'm just too lazy to do hair and makeup, honestly. Once my hair gets chopped off here in a couple days, then it won't be an issue. But I'm usually busy and yeah. And it's hot down here, and the hot flashers don't help either. And I also need new makeup that I'm too cheap and lazy to buy myself because I always feel bad if I buy myself anything. I think the kids won't. Yeah, it's just the whole thing I go through. But yeah, so Bets just thought it was cool. And come on, let's be honest. 99.9% of the time, Betty doxes the wrong information. She's, hi, literally Davis fam, how are you? She rarely ever gets it right, but she don't care, and she knows that, but she still puts it out there. They put out she put out the wrong information on burnt toast. She put out the wrong information on queen bee. And that's just two. There's lots of them. And now she's trying to dox somebody and try to hurt somebody's career. What the hell is wrong with her? She's not wired right. She's not wired right. There's just something not. Mm-mm. And she thinks she's so clever and so sneaky that she just slides it in. Betty, you're not that damn good. You're not good at shade because you don't know how to do underhanded shade. You think these little sneaky comments and stuff that you make are funny. They're not. They fall flat, just like you. Epic fail. It's YouTube, Betty. It's not that big a deal. Okay? The person that you tried to do this to doesn't go real life. Doesn't attack you. She reviews you only on your words. What you put out here. That's it. But you can't handle that. So then you got to go do dirty shit. Betty, you get all you deserve. That's just and that's only in my opinion. Hey, Stella Bella. And you don't correct nothing when you do get it wrong, and you get a lot of things wrong. But no, you get up there and say, well, I was driving my car and I get inside info is what you were alluding to. No, you weren't. No, you didn't. You write a damn comment on YouTube and a comment on Facebook. That's where you got your bad information. It doesn't matter that you said, well, it's in your opinion or it's rumors. You shouldn't have put the shit out there till you had the facts. You went after some park employee because you felt that was a suspect. No one ever told you that. Law enforcement never told you that. But that's okay, right, Betty? It's okay for you to get on here and make accusations and sling misinformation. But when you're called out on it, that's attacking you. That's not attacking you, Betty. Reviewing you is not attacking you. Oh, it's right in the very beginning. And it's very subtle. You have to really be listening to catch it. But she did. She did it. And I'm thinking about playing it, but I just don't want the name repeated. So I may mute it for that minute, for that second, because it's just wrong on so many levels. It's just so wrong. Hey, Cash. There's just no reason to do something like that. That's pure hatred. That's an evil soul. You don't try to purposely hurt someone. You just don't do that. And though she's doing it subtly, she's telling, people, what this person does for a living and stuff like that. And then says a name that may or may not be hers. Most likely Betty's wrong because, we all know she's often wrong. But it's not the point. She knows that she's got people that will dig and dig and dig and try to go after someone's career. They've done it. I mean, look at what they did to Crude AF. They lied. They went after his family. And look at what they've done to everybody else. So it's not too far-fetched that would happen. And granted, she don't have the her own hate squad as bad as she did when she was running with Molly. But she still has it, and they're still dirty behind the scenes. And they still do anything they can. I accidentally watched 20 minutes of a Betty Live today. I am still recovering. Cash, you need therapy. So it's going to help you. Got to get therapy. It's the only way you can get past it. Oh my God. You get on here and preach, I don't do drama. I don't do real life. Then you turn around and do something like that. You want to call somebody else a hypocrite? That river flows right out your mouth, all through your channel, honey. It really, really does. Hi, Grandma Sherry. How'd the move go? I'm going to watch your video. Did you go live? Did I miss it? I'm trying to get some housework done so I can act like I did something today. I found a police report on Twitter that someone posted when she hit her husband. She ran to the cop car with no pants on. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've read all that stuff. But Betty's story about that, have you all heard the story she told about that? Oh, it was all thrown out because the same night he was in a bar and got into a bar fight. Okay, that has nothing to do with what you did to him, which was hours later, in which you guys were drinking heavy in the bar. I mean, let's tell the truth. She only tells, which would have had nothing to do with her case being dismissed. Betty got away with it because the people she assaulted didn't pursue it. That's the only reason she got away with it. And I've never shared none of that stuff. I've had it. I've had it for months and months and months. But I have never sat here and picked apart all her charges and all the police reports. None of that stuff. So, I don't know. She wonders. I'm upset at her right now because what instead of just owning your shit, okay, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have put anything behind the rumors. I shouldn't have repeated them. For Christ's sake, she said the child was dead. That's not an advocate. That's what she was hoping for. Because look at Betty's face when these children are found. Hey, Chris, how are you? Look at her face. Did you see her face when JJ was found? She couldn't have been more deflated. That's bad. That's serious. And again, just my opinion, but she purposely did what she did today, and she thinks she's so clever. Bets, baby, you're far from clever. You missed that class. Oh, she pissed me off. And then, I love Makeup Monster. She's always funny, and she makes some gorgeous things. I can't wait to order those angel wings that she makes for my son's Christmas arrangement for his grave. But we're in the middle of watching a stream, and it was a stream of her, and all she was doing was reviewing a stream that was all about her. And she gets taken down for harassment and bullying? Are you kidding me? There was no harassment. There was no bullying. The stream was about her. She was just reviewing what was being said about her. And I can't say with 100% certainty who did it, but I know what my opinion is, but my opinion doesn't really matter anyway. But there was no reason for that. She didn't do anything wrong. She wasn't going real life. She wasn't harassing or bullying. She was just doing commentary on a stream where she was being talked about. That's it. That's all. And I'm sure, YouTube's going to correct it, but it's not the point. The point is that it was done and should have never been done. YouTube needs to look into it before they stop a stream. YouTube has got to do better with this stuff because it does affect people. And it does affect people's channels. I'm alive. YouTube hasn't put me in the ground yet. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I should just walk away because I don't go through it because I don't go into all this drama with them, with all these different people and all these different communities. I want no parts of it. I don't cover what they say about each other. I don't review their videos. I don't care. I don't want it here. But it just, hi, Headstones. I'm so sorry, Headstones. Oh, you're in a break. Good for you. Hey, Wise Angel. For the record, Kathy P's on the integrity of her own opinions. Now hit that like and sub. Cash, I love your sense of humor. I know a lot of people don't get it, but I get it totally. Yeah, YouTube needs to start doing better. They really do, because today was a bunch of bullshit. If any stream should have been taken down for harassment and bullying, it should have been Betty's. That was harassment and bullying. I don't, and I know it's just automated till a person actually looks at it, and there lies the problem. Hi, Denise. It's an insanity. Insanity. You're sitting there reviewing someone that is talking crap about you, and you're going to get nailed for, and it was totally under fair use, because I'd say if it wasn't, even though I really like MM, it is what it is. She didn't do anything wrong. People can dish it out, but can't take it. Hey, Glow. I love that name. I hope the people reported Betty. She has been off the rails big time. She is out of control. Hey, Sopa King. Yeah, I doubt if Emmy had a chance to. She's at work. But, unlike, the lady that sits at a keyboard all day that doesn't have a real job. Her mouths are slow down and dirty as she is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, she did try. Yeah, her current legal woes, you're right. Because I'll tell you what, I don't think FSF is going to drop anything. I just don't, because to this day, she's still defending that guy for no reason. And we all know that there's no way Queen's going to let her get away with it, as she shouldn't. Good for you, Emmy. Makeup, MM's makeup monster. Yeah. Was you there this morning, Tiffany? TT? I had been listening because I was trying to actually act like I was getting some housework done. And I had just sat down to have a little bit of coffee when it happened. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Okay, it's one thing. It's one thing to sit and review somebody, but Betty, you're off the rails and you need reeled back in. And if anybody's stream should have got shut down today, it should have been you. But that's just my opinion. In fact, lately, that's all you've been doing. I mean, come on, you about swallowed your mic to cuss and scream, but you're a Christian. You don't do that. And I get it. Maybe it was a bad time You were talking about a case, and maybe they shouldn't have, um, I guess, trolled you. But I read those comments, and they weren't bad. I don't understand why you got so triggered. All the comments said was maybe if you unblock headstones, you'd have someone that you could talk about the cases with. It wasn't attacking you. And then you got mad at another comment because they said that you were saying things that you shouldn't about law enforcement and everything about the case, which was very true. It wasn't an attack on you. And then a phone call comes in. Betty, if you didn't want the phone lines open, why'd you answer the call? See, it could go two ways. Yeah, maybe they shouldn't have called to troll you during that. But then again, you were already done taking calls. So why did you take the call, Betty? It's a two-way street. And then we don't even know really what the person was going to say because you hung up right away. She's jealous of Emmy and headstones and headlines, if you ask me. Because Betty's got 24K subs. And Betty's all about the numbers. Go look at their numbers. Emmy doesn't have 24K subs, but she gets the views that Betty gets. Go figure. Because you can get real, honest content there. You can get the facts of a case, not a bunch of misinformation. Yeah, which case? Because she has now said 2 people have been deceased and 1 has been found alive. The little girl, yesterday when she was going on her rant about the 9-year-old and stuff, she actually screamed and said she's probably dead. I was floored when I seen that. I was like, oh my God, that's no advocate. Heck, Betty, I got you 8 subs. Oh my God, Cash. Most of VHB subs are clip channels to get the notification. The other chunk of them she bought. You could tell by the number of people in her chat that doesn't have real subs. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't sub her. And I won't, and that's why I'm probably blocked in her chat anyway, because months ago I did just long enough to sub her, and honey, I stayed on it because I'd forget, but I would not leave until my comment was done and I could hurry up and unsub. And I felt dirty. I felt dirty just subbing to her. But yeah. But I think I'm blocked anyway. It wouldn't matter. If all the hate channels unsubs, she would have 10 subs. That's probably true. I had to leave to change the diaper. Where'd that comment go? BHB tried to dox her in her live. Yes, she did. She did. I resubbed when she unblocked me, but she blocked me later that day when I left the comment, and she deleted it and blocked me again. Oh, she's been telling her mods, block anybody that doesn't say anything that they like, that she likes. You can't do that. Me too, Denise. I hope Layla is found alive to prove her opinions are as fake as a $3 bill. Me too. I just want her found safe. I don't want to see anything. Like I said, I've been in that position where a family member or nephew was missing, and because of his drug activity and stuff, we didn't get no help from law enforcement. I'm so thankful that Layla's mom is getting help because ours did nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, I didn't. Her mods literally jump on you if you mention anything that can trigger BHB. Yeah, and she tells them. She tells them. Okay. Utah Cash. Hey, Mac, I know you can hear me, and you probably are familiar with Cash, but that's just Cash. He just likes to time people out. I need people to give Cash a hard time because that's what he needs. That he needs someone to rip him up a little bit. Hey, Gina Marie, good to see you. Hey, Hope. Hope, you know how Cash is. You know he likes to be roughed up a little bit. Triggered Kathy, in my opinion. Cash. Actually, I read Amac's timeline of that one case that the one with the ladies and is being charged with murder for running over her boyfriend, but there's all kinds of different. That's a good case. That's fantastic timeline. Yeah, it's a total echo chamber. Please, guys, if I'm wrong, please let me know. If I'm saying reporting something and it's not the truth, or I go too far overboard because they piss me off, I want y'all to let me know. But I'll play a little bit of it. Kathy Reed. Who's Kathy Reed? No, see, when I started my YouTube channel, my dumbass, or when I would go up, I used to go on Sherelle's panel a lot. And yeah, Karen, oh, that is a hot mess going on, but Amac's got a fantastic timeline. Only I'm from Tampa, but now I realized it was Betty yelling at Emmy face fusion. I didn't take out my last name because when I would go up on panel, I just never paid attention to it. So after taking advice for a year, I decided to start my own channel. Well, my dumb ass never rectified that. But I mean, I have since, but it doesn't matter. It's out there. I don't have nothing to hide. Hell, I'm 60. Did I make mistakes in life? Hell yeah. Who hasn't? 30 years ago, who hasn't? I'm a normal human being. Have I committed any hardcore crimes? Hell to the no. Yeah, I hope you don't mind, Mac. Maybe I shouldn't say anything, but I did ask Emmy to share it with me. You did it's a good timeline. It really is. I don't know what's going to happen there because that's just, I have my opinions on it, but I got a lot of questions. I just questioned the whole mess. Exactly, Denise. Well, she has everything: class, integrity, a career, a real career. I'm being attacked by flies. I hate having to close my slider. Oh, Jesus. Thank God for central air. Because I can't. I don't. And I keep everything locked up tight, and then damn palmetto bugs still get in my house. I don't get it. They come in just to die because as soon as I see when someone's killing it, I pray that it's when my husband's home. No, there's no heart there. That's evil. That's evilness. But again, that's just my opinion. But I think she's evil. And Betty, I should have recorded it because I'm not playing hardly any of this. There was just a couple things she went off on. I really don't want to get into the misinformation because she just turns it around and says, but it was just rumors. And I said it was rumors. Well, damn, she's already got her live scheduled for tomorrow. Oh, no. I'm not giving you that view. Nope. Breaking major doc and audio drop in the Alicia Watts James Dunmore case. Oh dear Lord, I don't even want to know. And then she had the nerve The nerve to do a video, or not even do a video, but mention it in her live about Tupac. Come on. Do you really even? I would name me one song Tupac did, Betty. Name me one club you were at dancing to it. I want to hear it. Not what you looked up, because the things you were saying was exactly what was in the article that was written, Betty. Yeah. Think I didn't double check that, Bets? See, unlike you, I do research. And unlike you, I actually knew who Tupac was. I don't believe you cried the day he died. I don't believe that for 1 second. I still play his music, but you couldn't tell me any of his songs, any of his, nothing. You couldn't tell me the history of it all, but I could. And this grandma still listens to it. But she had to make herself relevant talking about something. Then she pulled her mom into it. I'm sorry, I don't believe that either one of them sat down and listened to Tupac, Snoop, Ice T. None of them. None of them. Oh, she might know the song Gangster's Paradise because of the movie. But other than that, she probably wouldn't know anything about it. Hey, GMA. Gma. Hi, Truth Hurts. How are you? Betty was probably still trying to figure out who killed Elvis when Tupac was killed. Exactly. That really sucked about Elvis. I was a kid. It was in 77. We had that major flood. It wiped out our town. I mean, it was horrific. So many lost. But there was a fundraising concert being put on to raise money for, I mean, there was whole parts of the town just completely wiped out. Tanneryville was gone. My best friend lost his sisters and his mother. And there was others that lost people that I know. And, I watched bodies floating, it was gross. But I did manage to save a big dog anyway. But, I shouldn't have been out in the middle of the night in floodwaters, but someone had to go get the dog. I wasn't going to let the dog die. I just couldn't. But, and the cleanup was beyond disgusting. The stench, oh my God. But they found his mother and two sisters in different locations down on the other side of Pittsburgh. It was bad. It was bad. But Elvis was coming. He was the headliner of the charity concert that was being put on to raise money for the town. And he died right before that. So the concert never happened. You accidentally killed all your sea monkeys. Cash. That's murmur. You can be charged. I'm reporting you to Bullhorn. My kids want to see Monkey's Kit so bad. My little 5-year-old. I told him to put it on his Christmas list. They got a notebook. You should see the stuff on their Christmas list. Lord, whoever taught them how to spell. Because now that they know how to spell, they write it all out. Hey, Helen. But their guppy fish are doing really good. Okay. We'll go listen to a little bit because she has a couple little rants in here I want to play. Then other than that, I'm not playing. Because I'm not giving Betty the attention. Sorry. I'm just not. Does it? She deserves to be called out. Okay, where'd my mouse go? Don't even start with me tonight or today. Let me share screen. Betty, yours just you Google stuff right before you come live. That's another thing. And you read the highlighted print, the bold print. You don't actually click on the link and read everything. You don't do that because I've proved that in your figures about the prisons and stuff. Yeah, she was mentioned me on bombshells for what? I don't even bother with them people. I never went over and watched her. Could care less. I stay away from that. That's not my cup of tea. She can mention me all she wants. All I ever did was call her out on misinformation. But yeah, and I see she got a lot wrong too. In what I did watch of her, she got a lot wrong. Wait a minute. I was gonna show that a little bit today, but it wasn't worth it. I'm not reporting Betty's channel because if it gets shut down, no one will be a bitch to get a court order for her channel videos. It will be yeah. Well, I hope somebody clips this morning's and sends it to Queen because that proves that Betty's a real lifer. Just more evidence, even though I doubt there needs to be any more evidence. It never hurts to have more than enough. I know it doesn't have anything to do with Queen, but what it does show is what Betty does. It shows pattern of behavior. I don't know if it'd be relevant or not. Just be nice to have, just in case. You never know.
A mugshot of this guy.
Betty, what you don't get is you also got the name wrong. I don't even.
Here's how you get your child to understand math if they're struggling with it. My son has been having trouble grasping multiplication and division.
Sorry, guys. One of these days one of these days I'll upgrade to YouTube Premium to do without the ads. But now that I finally figured out how the AdSense and YouTube pays and how I finally figured all that out, I was like, holy shit. So, and by the way, please hit that like button and subscribe. I also have channel memberships and links, which my links scroll. But one of the mods can post the channel memberships. That's sad. I don't even know how to post my own link for channel memberships. Isn't that sad? That's really sad. One of the mods are going to have to show me. I still don't know how to turn off the damn chat. I don't even know how to do that. That's why part 2 of Friday's Live is privated, because we just open talked and people talked and said things, and they knew it was a live on a chat, and they didn't ask me to private it. But I did that out of respect because I know how the YouTube streets are. And I know how people like to get things, and honestly, I said a few things about, I went a little personal, which I, don't go that deep, but because of the conversations we were having, and I just don't want no one to take any of it and twist it or go at anybody or anything. So, hey, part 2 of that live was privated. Had I known I didn't have to even do a part 2, I would have never did it. But yeah, that's never happened to me before, so that was a learning experience too. But I did find out what it was about. I did get an email, and the reason they briefly interrupted my stream was for that song that was playing in the one YouTube short I was showing. Now you tell me how she got away with keeping it up with the music in it, but I did. All I was doing was playing another creator's content. But that's the only reason why they did it, and that's why the stream went right back up. But I didn't know that because it never happened to me before. And that's hence why I started another stream. Dumb me. Yeah, I noticed Beta's getting herself in bed with all that crap over there and had some things to say about Flava and Devious and stuff. I don't think she can handle that. She might not want to be there, might not want to get into all that. But I guess she needs somebody to go after. Oh, she's very much. I'm trying to answer a text and talk to you guys, and I'm getting it. But she got a lot of things wrong in her stream, of course. She didn't know the facts before. If you're going to get on a live and cover a live about information that has nothing to do with you, and you're not a part of the situation, at least, well, I don't even know why you would, but at least do your research and know what you're talking about. Her chat had to tell her, and then they weren't even getting it right. I left. I wasn't in the live. I turned it off after I was not even worth reviewing. Not my problem. With me. No. It's just exhausting, and it's just not worth the energy. Yeah, the potato wearing tube top wearing potato came back again, but then she'll disappear because she's really getting herself involved in a whole shitload of mess. That's on her. Hope she can handle it.
Found, and so I opted to turn around. If I was further along, if I had left like yesterday or early yesterday morning,
all right, Betty.
I probably would have just went ahead and drove on. Young girl and her family truly are today. Now, I'm sure that there's a lot of healing that needs to go on. I don't even want to allow my mind to go where I'm sure many of our minds are going right now as to what this poor little girl has gone through. And my heart breaks. But in all of that brokenness of my heart is happy because
no, it's not.
This was one of the ones that got to come home. And at the end,
I'm sorry, but I seen your face when you were doing this yesterday, when you went on while you were driving. And this is just strictly my opinion. No one else's. No, you weren't. I think you were disappointed. But that, again, that's just my opinion. Because, see, then your content ends. But you're still going to beat it till you can't beat it no more. I get it. Okay. But all right.
Today, that is a miracle in and of itself. Good morning, The Real Me Too. Huntress, it's nice to see you. Guidance, good morning. Cherry Garcia, it's nice to see you. Reggie, be good. Curvaceous, it's nice to
hey, let's be honest.
have you here. Maddie Down,
all
nice
right. I don't want to hear you say hi to everybody.
On one of the things that we're going to read and review, but it looks like this guy is from a really weird list. And listen to this. So, I'm driving now. It is amazing the information that we can find. When things are moving very quickly, there's a lot of changes. I mean, sometimes even when I'm talking, the information, like right now, when there's a case that's moving and it's a fluid situation, I could be talking right now about information that I just read, and literally in 5 or 10 minutes, that information changes. So obviously somebody that's watching something an hour or two later, that information may be wildly different. I just want to caution people on that. So you got to be paying attention to when the information is out on this. But I was driving. You guys know I was driving, and I was getting some information coming to me while I was on the road. And what I learned on the road.
No, Betty. What you did is you read a Facebook post and a YouTube comment. That was your source. Don't act like you're getting any inside information, because you're not. And we all get you was driving. We all know you live stream the whole time you're driving. We know. We know you had your porta bed in the back of your car. We know all that. Don't care.
we talked about yesterday, and I also want to clarify this. Some people are saying that I made a statement about a worker at the park.
You did.
No,
Yeah.
I never made a statement
Yes.
of any sort. And all the people that were here yesterday, you guys can go back to the live yesterday morning and watch it for yourself. We went over comments and posts.
Right. I have an issue with that because your job as the creator, since you call it your job, you should have that clip ready to show that you did it. But you did, because what you do is you get on here and you spread misinformation and rumors, but you make it sound like it's fact when it's not. See the difference?
From a Facebook group designated for Charlotte Senna. And we went over some of the commentary, some highlights that were interesting in some of those posts. And I cautioned everybody that this came from a Facebook group. This is rumored. We can't take it as fact because I cannot corroborate it. I did try to substantiate the information and was unable to, but I didn't want to stop the flow of information. So I made sure I gave all the disclaimers and all the information, and actually physically pulled up those comments from Facebook. So we were literally reading right from Facebook. Those were not comments that I made. Those were not comments that I even cautioned everybody in here to take it as rumor. But, you know, the misinformation.
No, what you said, that's not exactly what you said. You did say they were rumors. Number one, you should have never showed them. You should have never repeated them. That's how the misinformation and all the crap starts. But you said it's factual coming from you, but maybe not from where you got the information. That's exactly what you said. You don't get in an active open case that was so fresh. You going on here and spreading rumors is just wrong. I'm sorry, you knew and you did it anyway. Your excuse is that you were factual, but the information you were talking about wasn't. That makes no sense, Betty.
People out there that spread it, they try to say we do.
You do.
Are already on there saying that I said those things because they clearly can't watch a stupid video and put out the truth, but the truth doesn't bode with their narrative. They also said, because yesterday while we were on the road, I'm getting information that there was an RSO, there was a raid, and she was found. Somebody actually literally went into somebody. Can you believe Betty said that there was a raid and she was found and she must have been found on the property? Well, guess what we just found out? We found out that there was an RSO, there was a freaking raid, and
the gentleman that they took into custody is not an RSO. But you don't care, do you? You want to label him as that. But we'll continue because you lied about this too.
She was found in a trailer on the property. Now, granted, I don't have a crystal ball, but information does come to me. And I'm sorry that we were breaking it and people didn't believe it at the time. Hell, I didn't.
You weren't breaking anything. That was already out all over the freaking internet. You were reading Facebook comments, Betty. You weren't giving private info. Stop. You're not that important. But it had already been talked about before you talked about it, Betty.
Even know whether it was true. I'm on the road. I had no way of corroborating the information. So I, again, put a disclaimer on there that I'm on the road. This is what I am hearing. I don't know what else I can do.
Okay, but why did you repeat it then? If you couldn't vet it, why would you repeat it? Maybe for content? Just asking.
These people are just stupid. I don't know what else to say. Just absolutely stupid. But the good news is that she is alive with all the petty bull crap out there on YouTube over literally stupid stuff. And it always takes away from the good. Like, this girl was found alive And I've got to tell you, she defied the odds. And we should be sitting here and congratulating and kudos. But you know what? These animals can't do that. It's like, oh, well, you know what Betty said? You know what, Betty? This ain't about me. It's about a 9-year-old girl. I can't.
You make it about you, Betty. That's just it. Would I have trolled you during you talking about this little girl? No. But I seen the comments in your chat, and it was nothing for you to get upset about. They weren't attacking you, and it was 2 comments from 2 different people. Excuse me. They were not attacking you. You're the one who chose to answer that phone after you were done taking calls and signing off. So why did you answer that phone? It's a 2-way street. Yes, they were wrong but you didn't even let the person get out their questions, so you have no idea where they were headed. But okay. Poor you.
These people are too stupid. You know, this is a product of our education system. And I'm going to say that because we have one student that teaches our kids and complains about it.
Oh my God, I tried to stop that. I thought I had it. I will edit that out.
Teaching our kids, but has troll accounts because she doesn't want to do, I guess, plans and schedules and actual education.
See how slick you are? You just tried to dox somebody, which you most likely got it wrong because you often do. But you're not slick, Betty. But I thought I was going to catch that to bleep it out. But don't worry. I will private the stream and edit that out because regardless if it is or isn't, you had no right to say it.
I guess Bullhorn Betty is the education for her students. Who knew, right? All right, without further ado, we're going to be discussing, we're going to go right through this. We're going to discuss, we're going to see this. I know you guys have all seen this. A lot of you have seen this, but there are a few that have not seen this yet. This is the press conference from the governor's office. It's just 16 minutes long. We'll get through it, and then we're going to get on to the update. And then we're going to get on to the statistics. And then after we get on to the statistics, we're going to have some conversations about the information that we learned. And then I'm opening up the phone lines. So did you say, you did say rumors. I know. You know, I could probably have a freaking neon flashing light in the, like, I can't. I really can't. Like these. At this point, all they're trying to do is gaslight and instigate. It's so stupid and petty. And nobody really cares. If you guys really care about the petty drama when we're talking about cases like this, put a 1 in the chat. If you're so sick of the freaking drama here on YouTube, put a 2 in the chat.
Okay.
I'll let you go.
If you're not into the drama, why is that what you spend a good portion of your lives talking about? The drama. You thrive on the drama, Betty. You need the drama. If you didn't do any of it, how many people would be in your chat? Honestly, think about it. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be shitty here. Where do you think you'd be? Because as far as cases go, you're one of the top as far as passing around misinformation and often getting things wrong. This little girl was not found at an RSO's house, as far as I know. As far as all the updates I've gotten. They got him on a fingerprint from a ransom note. He had an arrest back in the 90s for DUI. Something you know about, by the way. Just saying, you know. That's all they have. That's all he had. As far as I know so far. So again, you're going to run with the stuff. It was rumors, Betty. You should have never went. You stated them as fact, and you even said it was factual as far as what you were saying, but where they came from or the rumor itself may not have been factual. But you were factual by reporting it. What? That's...
Guys decide. But until then, while you guys are putting in your polls.
Okay, I'm not going to watch the news conference. Exactly, Glow with Glow.
Good evening.
I'm going to fast forward. I'm not
This
going
is
through
a
others because
very
there's other
big
things
day.
I want to talk about today. And
It's been a long 2 days, but tonight
I
is
don't want
because
to
it was
include
very
this little girl story in the press
That
conference.
is why it is so crucial that we get these children
In the drama with Betty. I don't think it's appropriate to do that. She has no problem sitting on here cussing and screaming at the top of her lungs and stuff while she's supposed to be covering the case. But I just don't think the two belong together. That's just my opinion.
the end of the day, we know he has sexual deviance in his past because law enforcement has said something to that effect.
No, they haven't. They said that they got him on his fingerprint the second time around looking behind an old DUI arrest, you idiot. What the hell are you talking about? You see what I mean about your misinformation?
Already. So again, splitting hairs.
That's not splitting hairs. You're accusing this dude of being an RSO without any facts. Oh. This woman. I'm going to show.
For those that.
Okay, I'm going to. It's not letting me fast forward like I want to. Oh, Betty, that's a good pause.
I'm trying to blow it up just a little bit so you guys can see it yourself.
And right here's the proof that it was from a fingerprint on the ransom note from an old DUI arrest, but she's still going to run with the RSO stuff. She doesn't care. Clean P? Hey, Cash, I heard you can get some money for that. I don't know if it's true, but I heard you could actually get some money for that, but I don't know why. Because do you know how easy it is to pass a piss test? It is so easy. All you need is a hand warmer. You know, I mean, unfortunately, I've seen parents use their kids' urine and just keep it in a hand warmer to keep it warm when they go to be tested because they're not washed as they actually, yeah. And if you are washed, all you got to do is go buy that. I mean, it's not cheap and it's going to make you sick, but go buy the stuff at GNC and yeah. Oh, Lord, her, a teacher. Oh, no, Hope. Nope. My kids would be homeschooled. That's what she claims, Sofa. It was factual coming from her because the rumors, because that's what she was given. But the rumors may not have been factual. It makes no sense. What the hell are you talking about? I don't get it.
Just a second. If I can.
Okay. All right, Bet. I don't want to see you go into this story because.
In the grand scheme of things, whether he's registered, whether he's not, he has the deviance in his past. That's all that matters.
Where's your proof on that, Betty? I want to see it because you've showed no proof of that. Where's the proof that this man has any devious stuff in his past? Because all I know about is an old DUI from the 90s, late 90s, I believe. So where's your proof of this? Yet again, you never, oh, that's right. You're the receipt. I remember you saying that you're the receipt. Some people shouldn't do true crime. But if you have all this as factual, where's the proof of this? Show it. Back it up. Back it up. Because you're not a receipt.
So for me, in the grand scheme of things, that's really all that matters. Whether, I digress. Okay. You get my point.
So what she was going to say was whether or not it's true or not, it's what she's saying. That's exactly what you were going to say in the grand scheme of things. And sadly, people in your chat are going to listen to you and they're going to run with it. And that's how things get. That's why things get so twisted and out of shape. because of people like you.
I'm not going to beat a dead horse over it. So let me read this. And if you guys have any other comments or questions, just hold it until after the
I'm not, because I don't want to.
information from the very first press conference. What I learned is everybody was melancholy, because the bottom line is the statistics are that they're statistics, and the statistics.
Betty, they were melancholy because a child was missing. Did ever occur to you that? You have no idea what they were thinking, but you get on here and say it. Thank God they didn't listen to you and never gave up. Thank God.
Were stacked against this young girl. But it was on Duty Ron in his conversation with Janae. And also, I garnered a lot of information from the WFLA update that had Duty Ron and Jennifer Coffindaffer on it, where they were discussing this case.
Oh, wait, so you like Jennifer now? Because usually you don't like her.
And the one thing that bothered me the most about this particular situation is that she was where they were. Loop A was the nearest to the entrance and exit of that
I'm fast forwarding.
fingerprint. Rex Heuermann. It wasn't just the pizza box and the DNA. I mean, that helped, right? It helped. It helped solidify a few things, but it wasn't the only identifying marker that identified that guy. It was the one that gave them the rock solid information to get the search warrant. That's it. Rex Heuermann was already on their radar because he was associated with Manhattan. He was associated with Massapequa. He had a registered Chevrolet, whatever that why can't I? Avalanche, first generation Avalanche.
Mm-mm. I'm not going into all that. There's one more thing I want to show here.
People. So I think that is two-part. I think they let him go because they couldn't out themselves as surveilling the property as one of the possibilities. And the other possibility is they may have just wanted to see where he went. They may have trailed him. They may have thought that this guy might be it. And they may wanted to know where he was heading after he dropped that note off. So there could have been multiple parts to that as to why they didn't. It may be in a combination. It may be something that I'm not even thinking about. I'm not sure. One part of me wants to know her full story, as I know as I know quite the experience.
Thank the Lord you never were a prosecutor or a police officer. I'm trying to find that other spot. I might just move on because she's pissed me off already.
So here is kind of the location of where they found her. Okay. Nope. I don't know. Believe it or not, listen to this. I got something to tell you, but we made it home, or when I made it home, and I started talking about this guy. But let me just go back. I'll go back. When I come home, you guys know how I am. When I go on a trip, I come home, and what is the first thing I do? I grab everything out of the truck. Now, mind you, I packed everything because I there's a 4-day drive, just 2 days up there and 2 days back. So there was 4 days already equated into this trip. And so the whole car was loaded down. So I packed this entire car up with a whole bunch of stuff.
I got a question for you then. When you went live last night, you said you were on your way there. You said you were only 3 to 4 hours away. How's that possible? When you were live until what time yesterday? Okay.
From, blow up mattresses, tents. You never know what you're going to run into, right? I even have some, like generator type stuff. So if I'm out in the wild, I'm out in the wilderness, I can still survive, because when you're that far away from home, you have to prepare for everything. So I have this whole thing, my whole car loaded down with stuff. I even made myself a bed in the back seat. And I did that because when I'm driving up, it's a 20-something hour drive. When I do that, I literally sleep for like 2 or 3 hours, get up and drive until I'm tired again, sleep for 2 or 3 hours, get up and drive, and keep going until I get there.
Again, then how were you only 3 to 4 hours away yesterday evening in your car when you were lying? Just asking.
So I don't like getting hotels for that. So I just sleep in the back seat of my car. And so everything was ready. I was heading out and I came home. I ended up getting home and I took everything out of the truck. I got home at like 20 to 11. I took everything out of the truck. I went through everything. I literally put everything away. Yes, I did.
So what you meant is you were only 3 to 4 hours away from home when you turned around and went back. You weren't 3 to 4 hours away from New York. Okay, gotcha.
Everything away. I woke up this morning and it was I put everything away.
Right.
I never do that. But Olivia called me.
Oh, I don't want to hear about that.
He doesn't, just this photo. I mean, granted, I'm judging a book by its cover, and some people don't like that. But I'm sorry. I say it like it is. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it, and I'm allowed.
Didn't you get his name wrong? Didn't you say his name was Craig, but it's Carl? Just asking.
To say it. And the way this picture looks with his face blown up, he doesn't look like he's all there. I'm sorry, he just doesn't.
Okay.
There's something wrong with this guy.
Okay. And how do you know this?
But even people that have problems learn.
Betty, have you ever?
I'm Nick Nimmin, and I'm a StreamYard user. For the last 6 years, I've been live streaming consistently to YouTube.
Have you ever looked at your mugshots, Betty? I have. We could say the same thing. I don't think anybody takes a pretty mugshot. Are you kidding me? You know nothing about this guy. Do I hope they throw the book at him for what he did? Absolutely. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he looks like a sicko. He looks like a, because I don't know. I don't know. And neither do you. And like I said, the same can be said about your mugshots, Bets.
So the next one's not going to be this lucky. They have to put this man in jail for the rest of his life. A man like this does not change. Does not change.
A man like what? The man had one DUI arrest back in the 90s. He does not have a history or multiple arrests of doing anything to children. As of anything that's been released as of now, unless something's been released since and I haven't seen it. I have no idea. I don't get where she's coming from. She's making all this up. She has no idea. The guy, from what they released, was that he had one arrest back in the 90s for a DUI. Nothing about children. So what do you mean he's not going to? Oh. Do I agree with her about him being locked up forever? Yeah. But you can't get up here and say he's done this. He can't change.
Now, I just want to get into what an outlier is. And this is important because a lot of people don't understand.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not.
One of the things I said was, statistics are not on her side. I can't remember verbatim what I said, but it was something to the effect, statistics aren't on her side. And what do we do when we don't know what to do?
She's dead.
We pray. God moves mountains.
You're a
God
hypocrite.
moved mountains in this case. God moved mountains. She defied odds. Her family defied odds.
Well, Betty, if it was truly a ransom note and that's why it was done, I don't think he had. I'm not even going to go there because, never mind. Nope.
Her poor little body may be battered and bruised.
Why are you putting stuff out there like that?
And she's young enough.
Whoa.
And hopefully she can put this.
Why are you putting stuff out there when you don't know anything. You're sick and twisted where your mind always goes. They said she was safe and she was healthy. You have no idea. You don't. But yet here you are. Wow.
This behind her and have a productive life.
Oh my God.
I find a lot of people that go through these types of traumas and traumatic events as young children or young adults, you know, after they go through their own healing process, and sometimes that takes decades. It really does. But what I do find out, just in my experience,
Rowena,
the goodness from all of this is that she'll hopefully be able to help somebody else. She'll hopefully be able to take her experience and help somebody else. I don't know why some of us have to walk the path that we have to walk to get to where we're going in this life. But I don't believe in mistakes. I believe everything happens for a reason. I don't know why this happened to this young girl, but hopefully in time maybe she'll do great things.
Listen to you talking like you're talking. Just listen to her and look at her. You were so upset that things didn't go the other way, that you can't handle it. You have no idea, Betty. What you could do is quit talking about this child. Quit putting it out there on the internet.
Event, such as helping another victim, helping multiple victims. We don't know what her path is. We don't know why she went through this. We don't know why she has to live this. We don't know why she has to endure this. We don't know why. We don't know why.
For real?
Oh, we pray that some good can come from all of this ugly and evil.
Oh my God. What a hypocrite.
But she's lucky to be alive, guys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the phones. I know a lot of us have a lot of emotions when it comes to this case. I know I do. This is a very emotional case for me personally because we know.
Yes, it does, Lisa.
It's kind of hard because we're so thankful she's alive, but we know that what she had to go through was pretty ugly. And that, I think, is the hardest, especially for females, especially for females that have children, grandchildren. You know, we look at our children, we look at our grandchildren, and we try so hard to keep them safe from harm. We try very hard to protect them. We don't want to be hover parents, and we don't want to, keep them too close, too guarded. And we want them to live and enjoy life, but we know the ugly that's out there that's preying.
Are you that deflated? Because this isn't even how you talk. This isn't even how you do your lives, Betty. You're not a parent. I'm not trying to rub it in or nothing, but you're not.
On them. And a lot of that scares the crap out of a lot of us. This family was out enjoying this was anybody's family. This was anybody's story. This could have been any of us. This could have been any of us. Any of us. These parents did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong.
Oh, give it time.
I read some of the, it's like when situations like this come about, the one thing I love about situations like this is seeing all the great people that come together for the common good, for helping a family and helping a missing person or what that may be. But
are you trying to tell me that you helped in this case, Betty? I'm still waiting for you to give me a list of families that you've actually helped without drama and bullshit. I'm waiting. I'll probably be waiting a very long time. However, there is a list of the victims and families you have harassed, attacked, lied about. But your ego's deflated. You're now exploiting this child for clicks and views, Betty.
The other side, the ugly side of that is there's animals out there that are evil, that want to add insult to injury, that want to hurt. That's literally their only primary purpose is to hurt. And some of the things that they said to these parents were awful.
And you're one of the biggest ones. Are you freaking kidding me? What universe am I living in? You're one of the biggest ones. Are you freaking out of your mind? You attacked the surviving victims of the Idaho 4. I did videos on it. I got clips of you doing it. So you still are showing things about the innocent victims of that case that have nothing to do with it, but you just want to put up any dirt you can on anybody. You go after victims and families all the time. And give it a minute. You'll figure out a way to spin this to go after the parents. You will. You will. Wow, you're delusional.
They were awful.
Yeah, you were.
I can't tell you how many times I rode my bike at 9 years old without my mommy or daddy near me. I can't tell you how many times. I'm pretty sure that the people that were saying those horrible things to those parents, they probably lost their own damn children. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. I'm just so sick of the judgment here on YouTube. Because you know what? At the end of the day, none of us are freaking perfect. Every one of us has skeletons in our closet. Believe me. You can act like you don't. You can sit there up on your little high horse and point the finger at everybody else. But let me tell you something, honey. Every time you're pointing the finger at somebody else, there are 3 fingers pointing back to you. So before you cast...
Is this an early or a late Sunday of self-reflection? Because that's usually what you do on Sundays. Because you're describing yourself to a T. You own none of your crap, and you turn around and point the finger at everybody else. This is all about you. That's all it's about.
Judgment on somebody else, you better make sure your house is in order. Because I'm telling you right now, when families and stuff are going through this, pointing the finger and telling them that they did something wrong is, how dare you? You literally have maybe 1% of all the information.
Wait a minute. What the hell did you just say? Did you not go after Brian Kohlberger's mother and his sisters? When they knew nothing about what he did, they were not part of it. But you blamed it on them, didn't you, Betty? You blamed it on the parenting. You did everything you could. The Wells have a missing child, Betty. You did everything you could to destroy them. You even got them fired. You want a pat on the back for that, Bets. You deserve a punch in the head for that, Bets. Lucky I'm not a violent person. You're disgusting. This is you. This is exactly what you do. But I really thought you saved this for Sundays of self-reflection. Did you miss this Sunday? I don't know. Was you live on Sunday? I don't know. See, unlike you, I don't watch your every move because I don't give 2 shits. I actually have, real life stuff, real life mom stuff to do.
How dare you?
How dare you?
And people are smart enough to know that they don't have all the information, and they still go out and wield this horrible campaign of nasty on.
Oh my God!
Like the parents are victims.
Oh Lord!
Victims.
Okay, I cannot. I cannot. Wow, is she freaking for real here? Wow. Who you doing this for? Who wrote this script? Olivia yesterday? Olive oil? Which I still don't get that whole situation. But are you kidding me? I can't be hearing this right. Suck it, Betty. TT says so. Oh, hey, K-Dobbs. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let me, because I'm going to edit this video anyway, because I'm going to take out that her attempting to dox Emmy. So I will play it because I can just take it right out. Okay, yeah, YouTube, I use your music and you still take it away. Okay. I don't like you either, YouTube. What is wrong with all this? Okay. Now let's go back to... Is she freaking for real? I swear to God, I wonder what happens to these people. Everything she's sitting here saying is totally her. It's all about her. Hey, blank screen. Damn, she's so damn fake. Yes, she sure is. Yeah, me too. There's about 1 second, not even 10 seconds of it left, and we're moving on because I want to show you something else. I'm about done with Betty today. Okay, why ain't it playing? All right, you don't like me today? Come on. Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
It breaks my heart. Like I can't, like, I'm sitting here trying to think of how it would feel to wake up one day and your whole life be different.
Cash.
And it just be crushing. And then you got people with freaking clubs, billy clubs, coming after you even more. Like, I've never seen such heartless people in my life like I've seen here lately. This was not the way social media once was. I remember back in the day, people were just so nice and sweet and everybody was just so kind. Nowadays, it's awful.
And you have never been kind and sweet. I'll never, ever, ever believe that. Unless it's an act and you put up your little front and then the real Betty comes out. But you should change the name of this stream because I hate when you always do breaking. And his name isn't Craig. I thought it was Carl. Okay. But you should put it Betty's Self-Reflections. Because everything you just stated, you totally described yourself. You're one of the worst that attack victims and their families.
It's nasty.
Nasty.
People, you guys got to get a grip. Life's entirely too short to be this angry all the time. I'm just saying. It's too exhausting to be nasty and mean to people. Like I'd much rather be nice and courteous to people. I don't mind telling you to go fuck yourself. Excuse my language.
So that's being nice. That's being nice to people. Calling them to see you next Tuesday. Telling them to F off. That's being nice. Wow. What the hell's in that coffee cup you're drinking? You're not funny. You just sat here and tried to dox someone.
Going into my custard.
Blank screen. You got to go back to the beginning. She tried to dox headstones. Hey, Phoenix. Angel, I don't know if I said hi, but hello. Hey, Petunia. Look at her. She is just feeling herself.
Lord help me. Lord help me. Father God, forgive my mouth. God knows I need your guidance today. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. While these people sat on YouTube judging this family and others, the family was spending a weekend outdoors together. I know. It's sad. It's sad.
I didn't see anybody attacking this family. Were people attacking this family, or is this just another Betty thing? She is delusional. She is disgusting. I want to know what you're drinking in that coffee cup. Because it's got you confessing all your stuff. And you know what? You're the worst kind of a so-called Christian. You get up here, you talk smack, you lie, and then you say you're a Christian. You're a hypocrite. You're the worst kind, as they called them when I was growing up, Bible thumpers. The worst kind.
It's sad. So, anyways, guys. Oh, I forgot to put the phone number. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your
the phone number is. So the phone lines are open 724-249.
Nope.
Daughter, and she sees
I don't
what
want to
I
hear the phone
cover.
calls. I think we're about done.
Yeah, well, when the Kylie Lonnie case was going on.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi. Now you can hang up. Sir said, Frankiania.
Okay.
The Brookhaven, Georgia Police Department.
I'm done with Betty. I'm done with Betty. I can't take no more. Oh my God, I cannot believe. Does she really think that where did my chat and stuff go on here? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. No. Bring it back. Bring it back. Okay. Oh my God. Headstones. I thought I could cut it, making up noise. Nobody would hear it. So I am definitely privating this and editing that out. I am so sorry. Wow. Yeah, she's drinking something good in that coffee cup because she clearly doesn't listen to what she says because, hey, True Crime Dime, that is truly Betty's to a T. That is truly Betty to a T. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's stop sharing. But there's this clip channel I really like. It's called Chronicles of the Oblivious. If y'all aren't subbed up, you got to sub up to it. It's a good clip channel. It's facts. It's not a bunch of crap. But always got the goods. Always got the goods. Takes the time to do the research and put it together so that it all makes sense and you can understand what's being said. But this is a new one, which I hope Chronicles of the Oblivious doesn't mind. It's been 14 hours. I want this channel to get the views. So if anybody could share the link for me, please do. But please go back and watch this in its entirety. Like I said, it's a really good clip channel. All about the facts.
Beautiful soul that has been sleuthing, that sent me some information. Now, again, I want to caution everybody about the information that is provided online. This information is not corroborated information. This is not, until it's corroborated, we can look at the information, we can use it as a guide to help us, but we can't focus heavily on it. It does not have that type of weight. But in the light of this situation, I believe that this...
But Betty, you do focus on it. You don't state it as that. You state it as facts. You really need to watch this clip channel because this clip channel got you pegged.
This is information that you guys need to know. Okay? It
No,
sounds like there's potential that it was a park employee. Okay? Let me go ahead and get some information up here for you guys to see. We're going to go ahead and read it all together.
So she's gonna put out this park employee's information and had nothing to do with it. Because didn't she just say you don't wait? People are going out with the misinformation and not waiting for the facts. She's that 1%. She's the one. There's 1% that don't, but she's the 99% that does. Hey, SoFlo.
Okay. So here we go. So this is the one I'm focused on right here, 6 hours ago. Okay. It is what I have.
Betty, it is a comment by somebody. It's not factual. It's not from law enforcement. It's not from anybody connected to the case. It is a comment Most likely on a Facebook page or somewhere where you got it from. That's all it is. But you're going to run with it, and you're going to put this man's information out that had absolutely nothing to do with this.
Male, 20, Hispanic, driving a silver Ford truck with Patriots NFL sticker on the back window. He lives in a house less than 50 miles away from where she was taken. Time is of the essence. It's 1:51 a.m. Here I got the first name of Jesus. Works at the park. I did call this into the police hotline.
Hey, Christina.
Betty, do you not understand how irresponsible and dangerous this is? Someone could sleuth and find his information off the details you gave, take matters into their own hands and attack this person for being a child predator.
Amen.
Or he could have been swatted by the police. Very dangerous situation where he or an officer could have been shot in the process. Have you ever stopped to think that this man you are just throwing out there as a suspect might have a family, kids of his own, a wife, a whole life and reputation he has worked hard for? Your words and actions are not only irresponsible, they are dangerous.
Well said. And I'll tell you what, they did the same thing with the Idaho 4 case, her and JLR. Anybody that was within anywhere in that town, if they had a criminal record or anything, they were posting their mugshots and their records and stuff and accusing them of doing this. This is nothing but some random Facebook comment that she's going on about. Wow. This man's life could have seriously been messed up behind this, Betty.
So again, this is just a place that information is coming into. We are wanting to get this out to the public as much as possible.
Or what? It's not information. It's rumor. It's somebody making a post. It's a rumor. It's a lie. And you're passing it around like it's facts. What's there to get out? The man did nothing. He had nothing to do with this. The only thing he was a damn worker at the park. That's it. You're going after some innocent person for no reason at all. Who do you think you are? But you'll get up here and cry, woe is me. I'm the victim of harassment and bullying and everything. No, you're the bully. You're the harasser.
Because this could very well be a lead. But again, we have no real guide right now because law enforcement is going to be tight-lipped. Again, me here on the Bullhorn Betty channel is not stating that any of this information is legitimate, valid, factual information. It's stuff that I believe makes sense.
Betty, you can give all the disclaimers you want. It does not negate the implication you just made.
Exactly.
You planted a seed in your audience's mind that this 20-year-old Hispanic male was a child predator. You alone are responsible for the content you put out. You are responsible for vetting the information you release and the consequences of doing so.
And so in that effort, I'm trying to get some information out to people so you guys can get...
What information, Betty? It didn't have anything to do with the case. What information? You mean misinformation? This wasn't information that came from law enforcement. This was some random post on Facebook. And you're putting it out here as facts. You want to get the information out. This information don't belong to be out there. What the hell is wrong with you?
All the information that I possess, okay? I have to be honest with you guys. If I didn't say this, I honestly, like this, when I started hearing about a Hispanic man. Now, granted, this one, from what they're saying, works at the park. Okay, works at the park. But I tell you, those split seconds, like when you get information and you have those split seconds where, things are just kind of shooting through your brain. And when I heard the 20-year-old Hispanic male, I swear that split second went straight to Rachel Morin's case.
What?
And how that person hasn't been found and how that person assaulted a person in Los Angeles.
What?
And then 5 months later.
What does that have to do with this? Are you freaking kidding me? You're part of a big part of the problem on YouTube, Betty. You are.
killed a lady in Maryland, and now we have this going on in New York. And I'm sorry, just like I said, it was, I know that they're unrelated. I don't feel that they're related, but it was just that split second, oh my gosh, this guy's a predator. We've got so many predators in our country right now. And this is just, it's concerning. So now there's a 9-year-old child missing, if anybody gives a damn. She was abducted, probably dead, if anybody gives a damn.
Wow.
The suspect is Craig Nelson Ross Jr. He's 47, not 20.
Okay,
white,
I was wrong.
not
His name isn't
Hispanic,
Carl.
and he doesn't work
His
at the
name is
state
Craig.
park. Do better.
Wow. Wow. I can't. I cannot. That's crazy. Why didn't that shut off? Wow. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought it was Carl, not Craig, but apparently it is Craig. Or she said it was Carl at first when it was Craig. Maybe that's what it was. I cannot believe she put out that. Not even knowing. Wow. What she could have caused to happen to that child or to that guy who's only 20. Wow. Oh, but she don't put out misinformation. Yes, Betty, you do. Yes, you do. And a lot of it. You shouldn't be putting it out, period. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She possibly has bipolar. She might. She was driving up there when told not to. Exactly. She sure was. She didn't care. Betty is destroying herself. Yes, she is. She has no one to blame for it but herself. Yeah, you're right. She is scary. She's... Yeah. I'm actually befumbled here. Did we just listen to a big speech about her saying about how people jump right out and put out misinformation, and then she turned around and did the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Unbelievable. Oh, by the way, I had been doing a little bit on that Eugenia Coy. Well, I had been sent something that on TikTok, she was banned. I don't know how TikTok works, but Jesus, that had to be one of the fastest bans in history, because shortly after that, she was unbanned and posting again. I don't know how it works over there, but it must be really easy to get unbanned, and it doesn't take time. I don't think she is. I think she purposely tries to disguise her moods. Possibly. I think she has BP disorder. That's just my opinion, as I'm not qualified to diagnose anyone. Well, Betty's qualified to do everything. We know she's a legal eagle. She's a legal scholar. She's a therapist. She's can give all kind of parenting advice, but yet can't be anybody. Yeah, Petunia Eugenia was. She was banned. Wait, I'll try to send it and show it. She was banned, and then was. I'm telling you, TikTok has the quickest bans I've ever seen. Because she was right, it wasn't long, and she was right back to posting. Let me see if I find it. Yeah. Let me see if I can send this to. Oh wait, maybe I can just go to this channel. Let me just go to this channel. Hopefully he's not a striker, but if he is, I'm fair using it so he can kiss it. And I'll put him in the description and give him his credit. But yeah, she came right back. It wasn't long. And I personally think she needs to take a break. It's bad. I think she does. That's just me. But I think she is dangerous. What's the name of it? Eugenia Crowley Band. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. All right. Wow, he did it. I'm not showing this whole live because it's a long one, but I'll just show the part about her getting banned and then she's right back. Like I said, I don't know about how TikTok works, but I know it's not that easy with YouTube. But apparently it is. There it is. There's the post. Can you guys see it? I'll pause it here. It says that she was account banned. If you look down, it says account banned. This account is no longer available, but then she got it right back. And I'll give him.
Hey, y'all.
I'll give him credit, and I'll put it in my description.
Is in here yet?
I'll hide his chat because I don't want to see his chat. Let's see what he has to say about it, though. I don't know who this is. I don't know him. Somebody sent it to me.
Marco.
How'd I go from that to an ad?
Marco.
Okay.
Marco.
Some things just don't.
Well,
really.
Well, yeah, honestly, the community is what I'm seeing a lot in the comments is, yes, I did put up the video earlier today that said no sign of Eugenia Cooney since the whole meeting and everything. And then not even 10 minutes after that video went up earlier today, TikTok post, Instagram post, YouTube video went up and everything. Like, it was like rapid fire. Everything went up. And then on a lot of the comments is what you'll see on pretty much all of her videos is she'll only interact with and respond to the positive ones. So if she's putting up a video and there's, for every 100 comments that are expressing concern or whatever, someone will say,
in watching her to review her, that is true. The comments get deleted pretty quickly. And also she makes it a point to really comment to the ones that, I don't know what they call it on TikTok when you give them money, but yeah.
Oh my God, I love your makeup. And she'll like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Moonsy Fox, you were talking about the Body Works. I went there today and it was a human zoo. Really? You know what? That's funny you say that because I was out and about doing stuff this afternoon too, and there were so many people everywhere.
Okay, guys, let's not fight in
just
chat,
overwhelming
please.
everywhere. Like every parking lot I went into, very congested.
She still does.
I don't know what it was about today, but
she still lives with her mom. She doesn't drive. She doesn't know how to drive. Mom still pretty much takes care of everything, and she pretty much still acts like a kid. And she's what, 29, 30? Yeah, the mom is so into the social media attention. And let's face it, the girl's making money, bringing in the cash, that's for sure. I mean, look at the followers she has: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
There was just everybody was out doing something today. I like Bath and Body Works though. Did you find anything you like?
No,
thanks for the super chat, Moonsy. Hey, CC Wolf. People report the video, automatically it gets taken down. I mean, that's just a number I arbitrarily picked, but that's just like what mass reporting can do. My share of the cup. Oh, thanks so much, Sharon. Sincerely, Fern. Hey.
You can report a video till you're blue in the face. If there's no violations, it will not get taken down. So it gets taken down because you violated something. Okay? And if somebody tries to strike you for privacy, for bullying and harassment, Unfortunately, it sucks because your live gets taken down, but you're going to win it under fair use. But it doesn't replace what happened to you, and that should be wrong, period. But okay.
Hey there, I've never flown to a live stream so fast. Oh, glad you're here. Thank you for the super chat.
Well, damn, I didn't get super chatted when I was talking about her,
no
but I
social
didn't
media.
ask for any.
Possible hospital. It needs to happen, but it's someone who of your choosing.
Now, supposedly
So
there was an intervention done to get her help. Supposedly she was reported, and she did not have any videos posted for a minute, but she's back to posting. So my guess is she didn't go into rehab. Sadly, I really wish she would, because I don't want to see anything happen to the girl. I really, really don't. But there's so many different levels to what's going on with her. But I really think that she needs to be totally unplugged from all this. And this is just my opinion. And I really do think the girl needs help. I mean, she's scary. I'm totally shocked that she's still even around. I mean, she is beyond. She has no muscle mass whatsoever. In all honesty, I did traumas, and I ran medics, and I ran traumas. I would not be able to hook up Thumper to her. In fact, she would have to be cranked. I mean, there's just no way. There's just no other way to do it. You would crush her trying to do CPR. You would totally I mean, you already break ribs most of the time, but you would totally crush that girl. There's no, I mean, I just pray she gets some help before it's far too late. And I think it's sad that the mom is all about holding the camera, doing the recording on the phone and stuff for her. This is not a new problem. She has been like this since she was young. I don't want to knock the mom's parenting, but come on, lady, wake the hell up. Wake the hell up.
Film a video, make it, upload it to YouTube, and then have it not go live until Wednesday. So some people are thinking maybe this video was filmed earlier this week and it was scheduled to go up today at a certain time and everything. Or maybe, and I don't mean to say this was a minor.
Oh, he gets a lot of commercials.
It is not the messenger that is important.
Getting some AdSense. Good for you.
However, at this point in life, I don't know if the law really allows for parents to make decisions like that.
It would be a fight that they could get medical power of attorney.
Some type of power of attorney involved or something, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either, Rowena. I don't get it. I don't. Karen Carpenter was nowhere near it.
I'm the same way. You know what I don't like about TikTok in particular?
She was 5150 before COVID. I think it was that long ago. Yeah,
it's like zoom out. Gosh, I can't see everything.
Thank you, Laugh at Light, for posting that. I appreciate that.
Oh,
and there may be some video clips of her coming up.
Okay, guys. Well, we are going to take a look at this TikTok that I keep talking about and everything from this TikTok educational channel.
And honestly, I get wanting to be there for your child, but there comes a time when that child's life has got to come first. The social media and stuff, that'll be there. In my opinion, she is not a good influence on young girls or young men. Because, people don't say, oh, well, only girls have eating disorders. No, boys do too. I don't think she's a good influence. But I do think if things could get turned around, she could be a phenomenal influence. I just don't see that happening. I mean, she's just so far gone. I mean, it's bad. I couldn't even do carotid on her. That would, I mean, I feel for the your staff is going to have to deal with it.
Ambiguous Darkness. Thank you so much for the super chat. Like the video.
And I'm a pro at IVs. I don't think I could get one on her anywhere, not even carotid. I really don't. Like I said, there's no way they could hook up Thumper. There's just no way. She'd have to be a crate. Her chest would have to be, split open. Yeah, there's just no way.
Okay. We're going to move on over.
All right, please
Let
do.
me press F11.
2.3 million followers on TikTok.
We're here. We've arrived. That didn't take much time at all. So yeah, her name is Sherry's TikTok channel. But it's titled TikTok Educational Channel. So let's just do a once through of this video. We might watch it twice, but let's just see what she has to say. Ugh.
And I will give both credit to them in the
Hey, welcome to my
description
TikTok
after.
channel. This is Sherry, and y'all know I'm doing a piece on Eugenia Cooney called No More Secrets. Today, I want to just do a quick update as to what I know. There are some facts, so let me state those first. First of all, we know that she met with the crisis counselor yesterday. The one thing that she left out that was a crucial component, and again, this is what she loves
Glow
to
with
do.
Glow, thank you. Welcome to Poolside.
This was a court-mandated meeting with the crisis counselors. This was not just a, hey, let's get together for tea.
Oh, so courts are
this is
involved.
Serious stuff. Court-mandated means that a judge had to sign off on this. Now, I'm guessing that after this meeting, that they did the evaluation, and because it's court mandated, she's now in one of 3 facilities that you can see on my green screen here in Greenwich. There's 2 they're in, and there's 1 that's out.
First off, you shouldn't even be putting up the facility names. Okay? You really shouldn't. That's gross. What's wrong with you? Don't they have, isn't it, they don't care about doxing any information on TikTok? You shouldn't even be worried about the facilities. All this should matter is that the courts are really involved, if this is all true, and she's finally hopefully getting some kind of help. That's all that should matter, not her location. But there's still videos being posted everywhere. So either mom had all these videos already preloaded, pre-done, pre-recorded, or she's already out of it. I'm just saying. It's one or the other.
Highly doubt she's in the out program. The other thing that's going to happen, because this is court mandated, is that she's 29 years old. She's not a minor. So the judge is stepping in, and he will appoint someone from the court system to be her liaison, what they usually call like a guardian ad litem.
The guardian ad litem.
And this person will then be the go-between between Eugenia and the family to vet out her health and her well-being. Like, I think Deborah's going to get pushed aside. And if Deborah tries to go into the facility, they're probably not going to let her, not for a while. But Eugenia needs to go through like some very intense therapy to figure out why she's doing what she's doing. And part of the problem we know is the mother, because she's controlling everything.
Yes.
So that's all that I know for now. But the big component here is this was court mandated, not a 5150, a little bit different. So continue to follow me. And if I hear anything, I will certainly keep you guys up to date to the best of my ability. But we're probably not going to hear from her for a little bit. So click and follow for more.
I'm sorry, but that's the best news I've heard. It really, truly is. I hope this is true. I hope that it's still being mandated by the court. I hope that she gets a good guardian ad litem that doesn't take no crap and does get mom out of the picture, because I 100% agree with you about mom.
Which I guess if today is Friday, today's Friday, this went on yesterday. Say, for example, all of this went down
let me fast forward.
3 p.m. yesterday.
Else.
So 72 hours from Thursday at 3 p.m.
But I'll show you what she looks like today.
Again, just because that video went up today, just because an Instagram story went
just because it went up doesn't mean, let me see what he's going to say.
Went up earlier today and everything. To me, that doesn't mean anything. If I saw a live stream or
see, that's what I was wondering about the videos, because they could already have been pre-recorded and mom could be posting them, because mom did have total control over her and was such a big part of putting her. He's not going to show anything else. He's just going to review this girl's video. Okay. In case you don't know what she looks like today, I'll show you. Not a pretty sight. I'm warning you. Not a pretty sight. But I will show you. And the mom is all over YouTube. All over everything. If you play her, she tries to get your stream shut down. But she can't for fair use. I think maybe I'll just show it out of my my Messenger instead of YouTube. I think I have just a picture on my Messenger, in my Messenger of her. Really sad. And the sad thing is, the mom isn't doing what she should, but that's just my opinion. I get that she's 29 and that's a TikTok. I don't want to show a TikTok because they can come after you for that. I want to show YouTube. I'll just go to her YouTube channel. Worst thing is they'll take my stream down and have to put it right back up because I'm not violating terms of service. When I'm showing her own YouTube, it's not copyrighted material. But I know her mom's big about doing that. Okay, she did her Jeffree Star 4 days ago, but that could have been an upload. Okay, this is one of her 10 million views 8 years ago. Oh my God. But it says 4 months ago. Okay, I'm not getting that one. Her favorite summer tops. I mean, she's got 2.14 million viewers. That is insane. That is insane. This is the one, but it doesn't show her getting in the pool. I'm trying to find one that shows a total picture of her. I'm trying to find one that shows a total picture of her. I don't think she goes. Does she do lives? No, she does shorts though. But I got to make sure it's not with her faking lip singing because I don't. Okay, nope. I think I found one. And if it's YouTube music on her YouTube, then they can't strike me for it. I don't think anyway. But this one, and this is the only one I'm going to show, but that way you get an idea. This is new. This is what she looks like. So, trigger warning. That's not healthy. And them saying that she is not. That's okay. I'm done sharing that. I don't want to get taken down again. Yeah, that's not healthy. You guys, I left it up just long enough. I hope you can see it. So 72-hour hold. So those can be extended if danger to self. I wonder. Yeah, see, I'm just wondering if that's all it was, a 72-hour eval. And maybe that's why things are being posted because it was just a 72-hour eval. I'll be right back. Okay, Bubs, it's okay. It's okay, Bubba boy. Okay, sorry about that. But like I was saying, I know this isn't the first time that others have been involved, and I just pray that she really does get some help because the girl needs saved. She needs. It's ouch. What I bang myself for? What an idiot. Okay, so what I do? Oh, now I'm losing my mind. Ouch, that just all came apart. I just hope she gets help. She has been having seizures, so things are serious now. Oh my. Yeah, that is sad, isn't it? Yeah, I hope the judge does. I hope that whoever's doing her evals I hope they see through it. And yeah, I do hope it's not too late, and I hope she's able to get some help. I went as high as you could go. I was one of the first female paramedics in my town, and I was a nurse. I was both. And like I said, that's one I wouldn't want to have to run a code on. That's for sure. Oh, thank you, Petunia. She would not be one I'd want to. It's actually my younger brother that I didn't pick up since. Okay, what am I missing here? My younger brother that I take and pick up since my mom passed. My little one is only 2. Oh, sorry to hear that, Gina. If she is in treatment, it's going to be a slow, long road to even IV nutrition feed her. All her organ systems have been weakened, so it's a slow process, very slow. And there's no way. Your heart is a muscle. That muscle is severely damaged. It has to be. And she would have to have a port or a central line. It's going to be, because you couldn't put a feeding tube in someone like her because they'll just rip it out anyway. But, hubby's finally back to work, and I'm loving it. Because between him and the 2 sick kids, my hubby is the biggest gosh darn baby when he's sick. And all 3 of them were sick, and I'm cleaning up puke all over, scrubbing down bathrooms in the middle of the night, scrubbing down beds in the middle of the night. I wanted to just run away. But yeah, he is finally back to work, and I'm truly enjoying my day. Just the peace and quiet where somebody's not yelling, Kathy, Mommy Kathy, Mommy Kathy, every 2 seconds. I was like, ugh. And then in between that, the dog would run out every 5 minutes. Because I think he wanted a break from it all too. He wouldn't even stay in and sleep with my husband when my husband was sick. He was like, nope, not having it, staying out here with Mom. Yeah, it would be. That would, like I said, that's going to be a whole mess. It's going to be a whole mess. But, they'll figure out a way. And I just hope she's truly getting the help that she desperately needs. because there's not much left of that girl. There's just not much left. I have no idea where she gets the energy from to even do what she does do. But her lip sync things crack me up because she doesn't even know the song. She doesn't even lip sync. Bubba. Yeah, my Bubba. Bubbalicious. Oh, Bubba drives me nuts when he does that, a blank screen. He will whine in my face for absolutely no reason. Absolutely no reason. Just because he's not getting attention because I wanted to lay down or something. Nope. They are beyond spoiled. My cat does it. He starts at 4:45 every morning in my doorway. He howls like a freaking dog until he's so excited to get out here, but he doesn't get anywhere. They call it a bird cage around my pool. So he can't actually get outside, but he's outside on the patio. And to him, that's just like everything. And you can do whatever you want. He's not shutting up till you get up and let his ass out. And then he climbs up on the couch, on his blankie, on the patio furniture, and goes to sleep. I'm like, you son of a bitch. And if it's going to rain, hi, Okie Crime News. If it's going to rain, Bubba lets you know hours before the rain hits here. And that 70-pound thing thinks he's a lap dog and can sit in my lap. Hey, Zoplo, I think I said hi. Or feeding them every 15 minutes, 16 minutes, yeah. Oh, did I feed the fish this morning? I'm trying to remember. I think so. Yeah, okay. I got to remind myself because, of course, they're the kids' fish, but guess who takes care of them? Just what I needed. 4 fish to take care of. Yeah, I know when Bubba's serious, when he's really got to go potty, than when he's just being a pain in the arse. Yeah, I know the difference. Sir Duke, he just does it just to get out here. He climbs right up on his blankie and goes right to sleep. I look at him like, are you freaking kidding me? The one morning I could have slept till 6, you had to wake me up. And see, once I'm up, I can't go back to sleep. That's it, I'm done. I have to get up and stay up. I cannot go back to sleep. Yep, mine do. He'll refuse to eat all evening. I'll put his dinner down when the kids have dinner. He'll look at me like I'm insane, like I did something wrong by putting his food down. My husband will come home. He'll eat his dinner because he comes home hours later. And he'll eat his dinner, put the dog's food down. Nope, he don't want nothing to do with it. Go climb in that bed once and get all comfortable and ready to go to sleep. He wants to eat. Drives me nuts. My baby does super loud yelp. That is how I know she's serious. Yep, mine too. I know when he's really got to go and when he's just really messing with me. And he can't go to the bathroom every hour. I mean, he just doesn't have to go every hour. But, Bubba's spoiled. Your dog will not eat until you do? All she wants to do is go out and walk? Yeah. He just wants to go out and be nosy. He's a big grass eater, too. And only a certain kind of grass. I never had a dog eat grass like he does. But he's been checked and he's fine, so... Yeah, he's not been, he was 3 years old when we rescued him because they were going to put him down because of the breed of dog he is. And I was like, no, he's not getting put down. He didn't do anything wrong. So I took him so they couldn't put him down. But he was already 3, so that's the age they guesstimated at anyway. The vet did, around 3. Sir Duke's a rescue too. I rescue everything. I really do. I really need to reel it in. I can't watch animals be abused and neglected. It rips my heart out just as much as it does a child. So I end up bringing everything home. knock on wood, he's actually laying down. But in about 15 minutes, he'll start getting antsy because he knows what time the kids, I swear he knows time, because he'll know what time, he'll know it's soon time for the kids to come home. About 15, 20 minutes, he'll start letting me know and start prancing, hey, come on, the kids are coming soon. Your little Doxy just turned 16. Oh. See, after we lost Damien and Wee Stuff and Turbo, my two kitties, and then Damien, our black lab, I didn't want any more animals because it's really hard to go away. And in all honesty, it's really hard to lose them. And Damien was the last thing we had physically on this earth of our son, because our son and his fiance had Damien's brother, which they called Rocky. He rescued them from being starved to death. And I had lost Samson, and I didn't want another dog, but he brought that puppy over, and that was it. So, yeah, Damien was 15. Wee Stuffy, she was this tiny little, inbred cat. She never got bigger than, I think she weighed 8 pounds. She was really tiny. And then Turbo was half Maine Coon and half something else. He was huge. But he lived 17, and I think she lived 16. But when I lost them all, I just didn't want any more, because it's just so hard to lose them, because they're like my kids. But then I got the call about Bubba, and we went to see him, and that was the biggest mistake, because I didn't leave without him. And I ended up with Duke later. Hey, Scorpio Sting. But Bubba tied to the outer Mondex it's a swamp area. A lot of farm area way out there. What they would do with the bait dogs is they would take them and tie them to a tree with just a little one up leash to stand up. They couldn't sit down or anything. And if they survived in a week or two, whenever they came back, then they were bait dogs. They were put in a ring for bait dogs. If they didn't survive, oh well. Well, thank God for torrential rain, because that's the only reason why the gators didn't get him, because they don't feed during a torrential storm like that. And for 3 days, it was nonstop. But now that dog is so terrified of any kind of rain or storms. It's crazy. And thank God my friend's nosy and wanted to know what that, because I'd have never got out of my car and walked into that swampy area at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd have just never did that, because nope. But she wanted to see what the red thing was that her headlights were flashing on. It was moving, and here it was, the little leash that they had tied to the tree. And it was him. But he had never there's no scars on his face, so they don't think he'd ever been put in the ring as a bait dog. Because he wasn't a purebred, they wouldn't use him as the main fighter, of course. You know how them sickos are. I think every one of them people need to be done to them that they do to them dogs. And everybody can forgive Michael Vicks. I will never forgive him. He knew better. He was a professional athlete. He knew better. He didn't need money. He had money. But they can go ahead and forgive him all they want. I won't ever. But he has no scars, so they think that he was just he hadn't gotten to that point yet. But Bubba would have never made it. I mean, I'm thankful she was nosy and did see, because otherwise because the gators were real hungry after that storm, he'd have never made it. And now I've had him all for years now, since we fought heartworm for a year. And he's heartworm free. Unfortunately, the damage is done to his heart, but he's heartworm free. He was covered in ticks. It was god awful, but he's a good dog. Yes, they should, Alan. I totally agree. That is the most sickening thing. And I don't understand the sickening people that sit there and watch it and bet money. The same thing with the cockfights and stuff. I think that's disgusting. What is wrong with you people? They're animals. They've got feelings. All I wanted to do is we took Bubba, and forever long we were going to have him, we were going to make sure he had a good life. But he's a good dog. He's very protective over the kids, over the house. Hell, he wouldn't even let me climb in my own window. And he knows who I am, but he still wouldn't let me climb in the window. I pity anybody that would try to come in here. I wouldn't need to worry about getting the pew pew. Bubba would take care of him for me. And that's a bite I would not want. And you can't come near, you can't walk up to me, especially if it's dark and I have him out and he don't know you. You're not walking up to me. He's not going to allow it. And you're not getting nowhere near them kids. Yeah, that's disgusting. I don't understand how that's entertainment. That's disgusting. I could never watch an animal be hurt. Never. Ever. I don't understand how people hurt animals. I don't understand how people hurt children. I'll never be able to wrap my head around it because I just don't get it. I don't want to get it. Hell, I can't watch the Humane Society, the SPCA's commercial without bawling my eyes out. And Lord help us if I ever win the lottery because they're going to get my money. Anything to do with animals and kids, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. My Bella was a guardian dog and took her job seriously. Yes, they do. Yeah, my dog, no. It doesn't matter if I let you in or not. If he, there were some salesmen. Now, mind you, all of us have our property posted, no soliciting, blah, blah, blah. You're not allowed to do any of that around here without a permit anyway from the city. But this dude was going around to people's houses anyway. I opened up the door. Bubba jumped on that door so freaking fast and slammed it shut. I was like, okay. He didn't like that dude. Needless to say, dogs know. They know when something's not right. And he was right because a couple days later, the dude broke in and robbed 2 people's houses. Unfortunately, I lost so many elder cat rescues, but I hope that I gave them the best remaining life. Oh, Beer Can, that's sweet that you took them and let them have a decent time at the end. That is awesome. I feel so bad when people take older dogs and cats to the shelter because they're old. Jesus, why would you do that? They deserve to. Oh, that breaks my heart. Hey, LG. Yeah, that was on Friday, I think, Al. I think that was in, I don't remember if it was the first stream or the second stream because my dumb butt didn't know I didn't have to restart my stream, that all I had to do was sit there for a minute. But anyway. Yeah, my Bubba's very, very protective. Even my Sir Duke rules the house. He even rules Bubba. It's funny. Oh, I can't believe the kids are going to be home in like an hour. Oh, then I got to do dinner. Jesus. I just want a night off from cooking. I get tired of it. I mean, I enjoy it, but I get tired of it. I'm going to win this $1 billion lottery here so I can have I want a housekeeper and a cook. Well, really all I want the housekeeper for is to do the bathrooms and deal with the dishwasher because I'm still terrified of my dishwasher over that damn palmetto bug from months ago. But that's really all I need them for. I don't mind doing the floors and stuff. And I'm fanatical about the dusting and stuff. You got to move everything when you clean because you can't clean around stuff. Nope, that doesn't work. And I'll be checking everything they do anyway, so probably be better if I just do it myself. Dinner, yeah, I don't want to do dinner. But the kids got to eat. Unfortunately, I don't know why people ever made it where you got to feed children and feed your animals. Then the husband's going to want dinner when he gets off work. Yeah, I need therapy over that dishwasher. I really do. I still have not used it, LG. I have not even opened it because I'm terrified that there's going to be a palmetto bug and that's it. And I'm going to be the only one home and it's going to be me or it. And most likely I'm leaving the house. I still stand there and wash my dishes like a dummy. An exorcism for it. That could be. Maybe that would be it. I even tried putting that bleach cleaner and stuff. I didn't do it. I had my husband do it because I'm allergic to chlorine, so I can't even go near it. But I haven't opened it. Nope. I would totally lose it. My husband thinks it's funny. I don't think it's funny. There's not too many damn people that have a perfectly brand new dishwasher sitting there and they stand there and hand wash all their freaking dishes twice a day. Sometimes 3 times a day, depending on how much I'm cooking. All because I'm afraid of a palmetto bug. That isn't even there. I mean, got killed immediately by the husband, but I don't know if it had family. It probably has family members and they're probably sitting there waiting for my ass. I rely on DoorDash since my eyesight is too poor to drive right now. Oh, I would love. I can honestly say I've only ever used DoorDash once because it's expensive, especially with a family of 4. And sometimes, the budget. So I just cook. I cook and the kids want brownies, and I really don't feel like brownies. I should have bought boxed brownies, but I didn't. I can't do the tacos because they wanted them Sunday. That was the easy dinner. They already had them. That DoorDash and Grubhub, though, come on, that's fantastic. I mean, if you can do it, that's fantastic. If I was rich, I'd never freaking cook. I'd order from everywhere. No, that's not true. I'd cook the holidays. Yeah, I don't normally cook out of the box, but once in a while I will use the box brownie mix. But I didn't get any. Because when I make homemade brownies, I make a batch for the kids, and then I make an adult batch, that has some goodie in it. But I prefer the gummies because I can make them as strong as I want. Which I haven't made any of them in like a month and a half. I need to go hook up at the medical store. You want the adult batch kind? Well, go to a dispensary, get yourself some oil. I'll make some and mail them to you. I make some good ones. I make them strong, though. My gummies are really strong. And it's easy to tell when I partake because I'll laugh my ass off when I really shouldn't be laughing on here about something I'm saying. But I'll laugh anyway. But that's right, I got to renew my card too. Jesus. Next month, I think. Or this month. Wait, we're in October already, aren't we? Yeah, I think it's next month. Yeah, because it's the same month my pump will die if I don't get it changed. But I'm setting the surgery up on Thursday when I go to the doctors. I'm setting the surgery up finally. Because I am running out of time. The battery's only going to last for a couple more weeks. So I can't delay it anymore. Oh no, see, I make mine strong. But that's probably because, I've been using marijuana for a very long time. A very long time. Probably longer than some people have been alive. But yeah, I make them. I don't want to have to eat 5 gummies. That's insane. Especially before I started making them. To buy them is crazy. When I can get a syringe full of oil and I can make numerous batches for a lot less, but I can make them my strength. You have to get that done, but aren't you happy it does not beep? Oh, yes, it does. It beeps all the time. And they can't shut the alarm off because it's the battery. It beeps all the time. Drives me nuts. Yeah, they won't shut the alarm off because it's the battery. DoorDash has free delivery over $12. I have to leave a tip, so not so expensive here. I even get 30% off from grocery stores over. Really? I didn't know they had free delivery over $12. I couldn't feed my family for $12. Hell, I could spend that on the kids. They can eat when they want to, all the time. But yeah, the alarm doesn't stop. They won't shut it off because it's the battery. So yeah, it goes off all the time. But I'm setting it up on Thursday. I'm finally getting it done because I'm running out of time. I have to get my pump replaced. It's a sinkhole pump. It's inside me. It has to get filled like every 3 months. It sends medicine right to my brain. They come in and put your groceries away? No. Oh my goodness. I would love that. At the grocery store the other day, I spent $247. I could not. I about fell over. I was like, I didn't buy a bunch of stuff I didn't need. I don't do that. I stick to my grocery list. I stick to my budget. But when you got to do lunches and breakfast and dinner and snacks, it adds up quick. I didn't know that if it was over $12, it was free. I didn't know that. Guess what I might do? Oh, I'm getting it done. I have no choice because I only have till November 15th before the battery completely shuts down. So I have a doctor's appointment Thursday, and I'm going to set it up Thursday, get it done and over with. Hopefully everything goes good this time, not like last time. And that's why I put it off, because of what happened last time. But I have to get it done. I don't have a choice. I've checked into everything else. Nope, I don't have a choice. I've had this damn thing for 22, 23 years. I've had so many of them replaced. You have to get them replaced. At first, it was every 3 years. Now it's every 7 years. But they can't use the same incision site because it's been cut too many times and there's too much scar tissue. So they're going to have to cut me again. And I'm not real thrilled about that either. And this time the catheter in my spine has to be replaced too. I'm not real thrilled about that. That's another incision. I'm not real thrilled about that. And hopefully I won't get sick because I got the kids. I cannot be sick. I cannot end up in intensive care for days. I need to be right home. I need to be able to deal with the kids. So hopefully it'll go as smooth as it has in the past. But like I said, the last one was not a good outcome. DoorDash makes $16 an hour plus do they? Hello Fresh. Yeah, some people tell me they're good. Some people tell me they're not. Some aren't. Some are. But it does seem a bit pricey, especially for a family of 4. And I can't make small portions for my kids. My kids eat. They're hungry when they get home from school. Yeah, the portion size would never work for my kids because they'd want to eat an hour later. I mean, they already want to eat 2 hours later. So it's like, as soon as my daughter's done, she goes, "Can I have my snack?" "No, you're not getting a snack. You just had a full plate of dinner." But I'm hungry. I want chips. No, you just want junk. That's what you're hungry for. Do they get paid gas miles? I don't know. It's too spicy for kids. Yeah. Yeah, the portions are small. That would never fill my 5-year-old. Well, he corrects me all the time. I have to say he's 5.5 now. I can't just say he's 5 because he's learned how to count the months of the year. So now everybody has to know that he is a big boy and he is 5.5. And my 8-year-old, that would never fill them up. They're very active kids, so they eat all the time. But yeah, he just thinks he's king shit now that he knows how to count the months and everything. Yeah. I was sitting here howling. I was on the phone with trying to find them a new dentist. What a nightmare that is. And he's sitting here counting. Was it the new dentist? I don't remember who I was on the phone, but he's sitting here counting to 200. Yeah, he tells me. He lets me know. He lets me know, Hope. No, I not. No, I not. I 5.5. I big boy. He cracks me up with that. They're going to want to go swimming today, and I'm going to let them. It's hot enough. The water's nice and warm. And hopefully, oh, that's right. Thursday's Kona Ice Day. I got to remind my husband to make sure he has change. Because they never have change. And they never give the kids change back. I mean, it's starting to get a little ridiculous. Kona Ice is like every week. You know, that's $10 every week for freaking chopped ice with some flavor on it. And then my daughter don't even like the flavors. She's paying $5 for a cup of chopped ice. Chipped ice. I'm like, Sim, just hit the chip button on the ice maker. And we don't have to pay $5 for that. We get it for free. Oh, that would, yeah. Oh, Tazi, fresh seafood. Lobster from the Keys. Oh, I love me some big. I love king crab. Oh, an Alaskan crab. I could eat them every day, all day. Not the blue crab. They're too much work for what little you get out of them. I need them big ass. But see, I watch Deadliest Catch. I'm obsessed with Deadliest Catch. And they show them big crabs, and I just drool. I actually messaged Sid and said, hey, dude, you ever want to send somebody in Florida some of them extra crabs you got on your boat? My nephew is a doctor from Vietnam and in grade 4. He's at the point of no way, no how does he want to be referred to as a, yep. Yeah, I couldn't afford king crab either. Never. Not right now, anyway. I would feel guilty about spending that money like that, but especially with the kids. So hell, I don't spend shit on myself. My husband gets on me about it too. He's like, them kids have more than they're fine. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, they are the best, but they are so outrageously expensive. I could never, I don't. That's why I messaged Sig, because I would talk back and forth with him and Dave from Hard Mark, from the fishing show, Wicked Tuna. And I talked to Sid a couple times on Twitter, and I said, dude, you ever want to send anybody any of them? You got a couple extra crabs you made weight, just ship them on to Florida. He just responded with a laughy face. So I take it that was my answer. You need to move to Florida to be closer to fresh seafood. Come on, we got plenty of places to live. Yeah, I think my husband got them for me for my birthday, not last year or the year before, because they were on special, but they weren't fresh. They were already frozen. But hey, you take what you can get. I like a good lobster too, but I don't eat fish. I don't partake in any kind of fish. My husband does. My son loves it. My daughter won't touch it. I'll cook it, but I won't eat it. Hell no, they don't. I don't even get any. We couldn't even when we first got the kids, and they were in the system, but because COVID shutdowns and everything, they weren't adjudicated. So I couldn't even apply for SNAP benefits for them. And then when I could, they take your income, even though they're fosters under relative, because they were under relative care, they count your income. So yeah, no. They got those guidelines so high and then they give you so little. It's like, how do you expect people to eat off that? Food is outrageously priced. And hell, I was a big couponer. I had a stockpile, but they've ruined that with them stupid TV shows, and the manufacturer started seeing all that, and now you don't get the double off, and you don't get now the coupons that were $1 or 25 cents, and a lot of times it's just not even worth the hassle to use them, unless you can get a good buy one get one free and get a good coupon, but it's not like it used to be. You're supposed to eat on that for a whole month? Holy, no way. There's no way. All right, Hope, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Wow, that's insane. I couldn't do it. I know, especially, But my kids are so used to me cooking everything that if the only thing they will eat out of the box is Kraft macaroni and cheese, and that's only once in a while. They're too used to me cooking everything, so yeah, my mistake. But oh, they love to eat out though. It's just the family of four. It's hard, especially with the way my husband works. But he doesn't get home till 10, 11 o'clock at night. They're already in bed. They're in school when he gets up, because some nights he don't even get home. He gets home later than that. So they really only get to see him and spend any time with him on the weekends. He'll get to say bye to them in the morning when they're walking out the door for school. But that's about it. So. They said they think $100 going to cover a month. What? No, that's impossible. That's impossible. I'll tell you, what are you going to do? Eat ramen noodles all month? I mean, that's about it. Yeah. There is no way someone could. No. Not today. Not with the prices of stuff today. Yep, that's exactly. And a lot of it's because I was trying to help, because it's okay to have good sugars. There is. And with her ADHD, I also try to control some of the crap that's in their food. And I was raised on, even though my mom worked all them jobs, she always managed to cook. I wasn't raised on frozen meals and canned stuff. People are shocked when they ask me, well, have you tried this? I'm like, no. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, no, I don't buy a bunch of frozen food and canned foods. I don't do it. No, I do with frozen, but only one type of frozen pizza because that's all we'll eat. And rarely will they eat frozen pizza. But my daughter's already learning how to cook. She loves to help me. Yeah, I don't want to get started on Social Security system. That's about a racket and a joke and a half. How the hell is somebody going to work their whole life and you're going to give them $1,200 a month? Who the hell can live on that? And then if somebody gets disability because they are disabled and they're younger, they don't even get that. You can't live on that. See, I'll get started on that shit. You cannot live on that. It's exactly why my husband is working. He was totally disabled. He's supposed to be on disability. You can't live on that shit. If it was just me, I probably would too, Glow. Honestly, I probably would too. If it was just me and him. But I try to help with trying to keep her up as much medication as possible with the ADHD, and whatever I can do to help, I do. And right now I'm having such a hard time with this new pediatrician. What an asshole. Oh, God, I hated the switch. I wish I wouldn't have had to, but it's a nightmare trying to find replacements. It really is. Nobody wants to take this insurance. Nobody wants to take that insurance. Okay, why do I keep getting these stupid? Yeah, our systems are broken. They are broken. And there's nights my husband will message me or call me when he pulls into the driveway. Well, I have to go out and help him get out of the truck just so he can get in the house because of his back, but he won't quit working. He's stubborn as hell. Oh, I spent hours going through winter clothes yesterday. Even though we're in Florida, it gets chilly. We get downright cold. But the long pants and stuff for my 5.5-year-old because he's growing like a weed, even though he's still really little. And I just wanted to know what I needed to get him. But pant-wise, he's fine, but he's outgrown all his shirts. And I donate all their stuff. I either take it up to Emmanuel's closet or if there's a foster family that's got a new foster and they don't have anything, I give it to them. Medicare and Medicaid. Yeah, that's not an easy. That's a whole mess too. They act like I fostered 7 of my husband's nieces and nephews for 5 years, and we took foster care required classes, and we didn't know that they would pay a monthly check, so we spent our entire savings. Yeah, well, because our kids weren't adjudicated, it took a year. They don't back pay you, and then when you're under relative care, you don't get nowhere near. They're not considered regular foster. They're under relative care, so you get a fraction of what a regular foster would get. Now, mind you, the licensing agency still gets the amount, but you just don't get it. But it took a year to get them adjudicated. So because they weren't, we got no help. And that's exactly what we did. We spent our savings because, of course, they came with nothing. And I needed to get everything, including bedding, everything. So, yeah. And they don't go back and pay you for that year either. I hate winters in Vermont, so much snow. My kids want to see snow. I was raised in up north, up in PA, so we had bad winters. They've never seen snow, but they want to. My husband can't get the medical insurance card. It's ridiculous. He has stage 5 terminal kidney disease, dialysis 3 times a week, and can't even get a ride to dialysis. What? See, that kind of stuff pisses me off. But our systems aren't broken. Yeah. Makes me sick. And then you got people out here that know how to beat and play the system and get away with it all. Yeah, the system does suck. All of them do. The whole system. Like I was telling you guys the other day, you know, my poor elderly neighbor would still be sitting without electricity if I wouldn't have intervened. And that's insanity. But yet I know this woman that gets all her bills paid 9 months out of the year. She knows exactly every church, every agency. She knows how to play the system. She goes to every food pantry every week. She knows how to offset them so that, you know, some have where you can only go once or a month. Some have you can go twice. Some don't care, become every week. But she knows how to play them. She knows how to. And here's somebody sitting over there, worked all her life, only needed 3 days, and couldn't get the 3 days because of a screw up in their system. And they, see, nope, I can't. There's so much that needs to be fixed and changed. He got Social Security before Medicaid, has the Medicare from being on Social Security. And you should qualify for the Medicaid, which would also pay his, and you should be getting the SSI to supplement because of your expenses and everything. And he should be getting the Medicaid, which would then stop the Medicare premium. At least from you paying it, you know. That's insane, Tazzy. That's crazy. Yeah, those foster care classes are a nightmare. I found out that some of the foster care parents were making slaves. Oh, yeah, they do. Like I said before, I've met a lot of good foster homes, but I've also seen bad ones. Yeah, I've had to take all those classes. And every year you have to keep so many hours. Now you can do videos, but then you got to take a test after the video. So you actually have to watch the video to take the test. But yeah, and you got to have so many hours of training every year. I mean, now there's programs where, depending on where the placement is rated for reunification, there's actually programs where they could actually get, excuse me, $1,500 extra a month per child, depending on their rating for reunification. It's a racket now. It's a racket. Of course, under relative care, you don't qualify for none of that because you're under relative care. They screw you. The kids don't even get a clothing allowance. But yet the licensing agency still gets everything from the government for them. That just blows my mind. He just turned 54 today. We fight the bull crap all the time. Oh, that's insane. That's insane. I am so sorry you have to deal with all that on top of what you're dealing with. That's insane. You shouldn't have to. My mom was 63 when she had her stroke at work. And she had to get an attorney to fight to get her Social Security. And then they ended up giving her Social Security instead of disability because Social Security was less than disability. Of course, she won it right away with an attorney. I mean, it still took a year, but she didn't have to go through all the appeals process and shit, multiple appeals and stuff. But in order to do that, she had to get an attorney. And then he got a big chunk of her back money, which left her with very little. It's insane how the system is so screwed up. And then others get on it right away who shouldn't even be on it and get it and get the top amount. My mother worked 2-3 jobs her whole life. Stayed off the systems, raised all us kids. Hey, Beth. There needs to be changes and not years down the road. The changes need to happen now. But I don't care who you put in office. They're not going to change it. They're not. I don't do politics. I don't do politics talking. I'm just not voting. Because at the end of the day, they're going to put in office who they want in office. That's just my feelings on it. And honestly, there's nobody I want to vote for. Because they're not going to make any changes that matter. The important things that need changes, they never do. You've been in the bushes, or you'll be in the bushes? Okay, Beth. I'm about ready to. One of RC and F, Wanda Sparks, and red flagged was CFS because she was acting nuts. Came to be, she was burning 4 of her foster kids with cigarettes, and she was school principal. Oh my God. Wow. Please tell me they locked her up. Yeah, they are all snakes. All politicians are. Don't trust not one of them. None of them. Don't believe a word they say. They never do what they promise. It's a war between the Republicans and the Democrats. Yep, they don't give 2 shits about us. All they care about is what they get. You notice they don't take pay cuts. They get pay raises. You notice they don't do without. You can bet their kids have plenty of stuff to eat on their tables at night. Their kids never go to bed with a hungry belly. Their kids have the best clothes and best shoes to wear. Can go get haircuts whenever they want them. Can go to the movies whenever you want to. You know, just, yeah. And I get it. Well, they've earned it. They've worked. Bullshit. At the end of the day, it's about them guys fighting amongst each other. And it's not about us people that need to be taken care of. Please vote. It will make a difference in Florida. I hope so, beer can. I really do. I agree with the term limits, 1,000%. Kids have plenty of stuff and they get away with just about anything. Huh. Yeah, theirs do. Yeah, then they scare everyone with the shutdown. They need to get these elderly people out. Yeah, they scare everybody. Come on, we all knew they weren't going to let the government shut down. Are you kidding me? Mass hysteria is what you're trying to do. Hey, KCG. Didn't get a notification. I know, I don't get them half time either for stuff. And I even make sure my notifications are on. Like I said, once the case is closed and the kids are in permanency under relative care, they drop them from everything. They don't do the Christmas help. They don't do anything. Everything's dropped. They get no assistance whatsoever under relative care when a case is in permanency. You know when they told me all that? A week before Christmas last year. Didn't even know. Nobody bothered to tell me. Because I know they don't do that with regular fosters, but under relative care, you're treated different. No, we're not talking politics. We're not. We just made a couple comments, but I don't do the politic thing either. It's just, I'm not going to argue about politics with anybody for what. Nope. People are entitled to think the way they want to think, and I'm no one to try to change their mind. That's all right, Taz. You have a right to be frustrated and disgusted with what you're going through. You don't owe nobody an apology. Yeah. Like I said, there needs to be a lot of changes, but the changes can't happen years down the road. They need to happen now. And I just don't see it. But that's just my opinion. And healthcare should never be a mess the way it is, and how hard it can be to get. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, my neighbor's dog's out. I can hear him barking 3 yards over. Wow. He's upset about something. But the school bus is going to be coming. Yeah, exactly. And that's why a lot of families don't step up. And I never understood that because I didn't do relative care. I always did foster. So once I did relative care, I got it. And that's why a lot of families don't step up, because they will give a stranger, a licensed foster home, all the benefits, but they won't a relative caregiver. Make it make sense. Just because you're a distant cousin, you didn't even know the people. You didn't even know the children. That doesn't mean you should be financially solely responsible. It's crazy. It's just crazy. You'd think they'd fight more to keep kids in families. But that system's so broken too. But the school bus is going to be coming. I have to go meet the littles because he's not allowed to get off the bus unless I'm at the bus stop. Oh, you're welcome, Chris Quest. Thank you for coming in. And guys, the other night we were talking about doing a private stream where we can just openly talk and not have to worry about anything getting out. My email's on my channel. Let me know if you want to be a part of it. I'd like to set that up. Free college, but no health insurance. Wow. I don't know if that's going to change with the kids, but so far that is one benefit they do get as long as they go to a state school in the state of Florida. But they're talking about changing that, so I don't know. I have no idea. But guys, thanks everybody for coming in. I really appreciate all your support. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Mods, thank you very much. Just thank you very much just for coming in and hanging with me and talking. My foster care classes told us that the children will turn against you and never be with them alone. Yeah, unfortunately, the older kids, it has happened. Because they've been in the system so long, they know how to play the system because unfortunately they've been given no choice. They've been put in some bad homes. And it's not always that way. Some kids just, do it. I definitely will private it and edit that out. Oh, thank you, KCG. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Again, thanks for hanging with me. I so appreciate you. Everybody have a good evening. Talk to you later.